Hey guys, what's going on? It's Vic here, back with another Madden 22 rebuild. In today's episode, we're going to be rebuilding the New York Giants. This was the very first team I rebuilt in Madden 22. I believe I did it in October or September. It was way too long ago for me to remember, but this is a straight dumpster fire of a team because, believe it or not, in Week 18, in their final week of the regular season, they did not have enough cap room to pay all their players for Week 18. That's right, a team that did not make the playoffs and had like 4 or 5 wins? I don't even know. They were that bad. They were just such irrelevant of a team. They didn't have enough money to pay all their players, and they can't even make the playoffs. Usually whenever teams are in negative cap room, they are like scraping by because they have a really good team and they're like in a win now situation. But you have a rookie, not a rookie deal running back and a rookie deal quarterback that have not been paid, and you're in negative cap room? Like, how? It just infuriates me that this team is this bad and then they take no action to do anything. So that's why I'm here today, to step in and do it myself. So, first things first, Danny Dimes. Depending on how he plays this year, he might be here, he might be not. I don't know. We got Barkley here. I'm going to change up my schemes towards Barkley, because it was in Kansas City's schemes, and I'm going to change it to, let's go the Titans playbook, because they run a lot better at, what's it called, vertical zone run. Yeah, let's do that. They just run a lot better and more run heavy. We might as well do that considering we don't have a quarterback to toss it through the air. Sterling Shepard, 28 years old, already starting regression in Madden. And these are not good stats. In my opinion, I think Sterling Shepard's overrated. Like, I understand there's been an injury problem here and there, but dude's never even broken 1,000 yards in his career, and people thinks he deserves this contract. I mean, $10 million a year isn't horrible, but no, I don't think he's that good. I know, like, he's been in a shadow for a little bit with the other players on this team, but also there's Kenny Golladay here, who I wanted so bad as a Ravens fan, but I'm so glad we didn't get him. 0 touchdowns through this 2021 season. Very good with the Lions here. Just no production. Hopefully we can see some production here. He starts regression the next season. Kadarius Toney, he's going to be my slot. I'm honestly going to start Slayton because he has the most youth and most potential out of all of these receivers that we have. I'm going to move Golladay to 2, then I'm going to move Shepard to 4. Shepard went from 1 to 4 really quickly. Slayton went from 3 to 1 in the positions. Evan Ingram, he's overall solid. Can't really say too bad about him. Nate Solder is gone. I hate this contract. 70 overall right tackle for $18 million a year. What are these contracts that the Giants willingly hand out? This is terrible. This is not good. I want him off my team. Can I cut him? I would have to trade him away. So I'm going to trade him away right now. Even if nobody wants him, I'm going to dump him to someone. Jets need a right tackle. Cool. You can have him. For a 4th round pick, get Nate Solder off my team. They don't even want him for a 4th. That's how bad he is. Do you have a 5th? Is that reasonable? Wow, it's not even getting. I guess I have to ask for a 6th round pick. 6th round pick to get off 10 mil off my team. If I could do it for free, I would just do it. It doesn't even matter. Looks like we got a 6th round pick out of it anyways. So, yeah. Will Hernandez, did he get a contract? I don't know if he did or not. I don't think he did. I think he's still in his rookie deal. Yeah, he is. Okay, that's fine. Now, things I want to address with this team. Daniel Jones, that QB class was not stacked. The next best thing they could have had was Dwayne Haskins, who obviously didn't pan out. So, yeah, in that first round is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about reaching for a quarterback in future rounds. So I'm not going to really give too much hate on the Daniel Jones pick. It's just there's a lot better talents on the board, and you could have waited for a QB. And yes, I understand that Eli was heading out the door, but come on. We got Jake Fromm on the team. Hopefully he doesn't text racial slurs to other teammates. Saquon Barkley, extremely unpopular opinion. Believe it or not, Saquon Barkley has had more inactive games than the Giants have had wins whenever he's on the team. The Giants have had 19 wins since Saquon Barkley has been on the team, and Barkley has missed a total of 20 games with the Giants. That's the rookie season. Oh my God. Oh my God, it makes you want to splooge, right? And then second season, okay, a little bit of a down year. He had an injury problem. Third season, you're like, what the hell? And then this season, you're like, what the hell? This is why you don't pick a running back in the first round. I understand, like, rookie of the year. Got a Pro Bowl appearance his rookie year, I believe. And then Pick number 2 in the draft, picking a running back in the first round makes me want to barf, but picking it in the top 5 makes me want to barf even more, dude. Like, did people not learn their lesson with Leonard Fournette? Leonard Fournette is not bad anymore, but for the Jaguars, he only had like 2 good seasons. But yeah, Barkley for this rebuild will be useful. That's why I'm going to the Titans playbook, because I turned off injury. That's what I always do in all my rebuilds. So that is kind of the only reason why he will be useful. And it looks like EA decided to reorder my entirety of the depth chart. I don't know why it does that. But Andrew Thomas, another terrible draft pick by the Giants. I'm sorry if you Giants fans are watching this and you're so irritated with me already. Tristan Wirfs was on the board and he was clearly the better player and everybody knew it, and you still selected Andrew Thomas. Andrew Thomas is still not a bad player. It's just Tristan Wirfs is significantly better in the NFL right now. He's like one of the best offensive tackles in the NFL right now, and he's not even on a real deal yet. He's still on his rookie deal. And Andrew Thomas is what you chose. But defensively, this is a pick that I actually like, Azeez Ojari. Is that how you pronounce it? I'm just going to call him Azeez the entire time because I'm a Ravens fan. I wanted him, but it looks like Odafe away ended up working out really, really well. Dexter Lawrence is another pick I liked. He hasn't been tremendously amazing, but he's been pretty solid overall. So the defense is something I like a lot better than what you guys have on why am I blanking? Offense. That's the most simplistic word I could have come up with. Logan Ryan, I'm going to move back down to defensive back, and he played defensive back with the Titans, didn't he? I believe he did. Now I'm going to start Xavier McKinnon just because it just needs to happen, I feel. And then Benardrick McKinnon, I'll start Blake Martinez. And Blake Martinez also has a terrible deal, I believe. Doesn't he have like a really, really bad deal? Yeah, $14 million a year in 2022. I don't know if I want that. Depends how he plays. Jalen Smith, I forgot he even existed once he got cut by the Cowboys. Darnay Holmes. Yeah, Darnay Holmes here. Adoree Jackson, James Bradbury, Jabril Peppers. Pretty good defense overall. Leonard Williams, he was pretty good with the Jets. I haven't really been amazed by him with the Giants. But yeah, I think there's just a lot of work to do on this team. We're going to start Tony in the slot. Ojari there. Holmes right there. Yeah, like all of this. I'm cool with all of that. And yeah, apart from that, guys, I think this team has a lot of potential if we can draft a new QB. So it's time to move into the midseason mark. And here we are in the midseason mark as we are coming off a loss to the Panthers. As we are 2-5, that's actually kind of really realistic with the team that I have here. We're in a running scheme, so I don't expect any times to do well. Jabril Peppers, of course, I want him back on this terrible team for his entire career as he resigns. Evan Ingram, I do want back as well. Up this money, spread out the deal, and he resigns. Austin Johnson, no. Benardrick McKinnon, no. Hernandez, 96 strength is good. I want to see, do I keep him? He's honestly not even a bad player, and that's a really cheap deal. I'll keep Will Hernandez. Lorenzo Carter, no. Pettis, no. Jalen Smith is only 26. He's regressed this far in his career. No. Everyone else here. You know what? How much is Jalen Smith's deal? That's actually really cheap for a 73 overall. I'll keep that on the team. And our cap room is already running thin. I'm surprised by that. Anyways, guys, it is time to move into the midseason mark. But let me put this auto-generator rookies in here. Justin Berger. Interesting. Bierger, or I should say. And a bunch of Joshua Holiday, Andrew Burbank, Dan Bolton, Nolan Henry. It looks like a stacked QB class. That's great for me. So anyways, guys, apart from that, it is time to move into the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, not making the playoffs, finishing second in the division at 6-11. I really wanted to be at the bottom of the division really badly. Yikes, dude. Coming off a win to the football team, the Commanders, I should say, as they're 4-13. Our rushing game was 23rd, but our passing was 14th. I wanted it to be the other way around. Stats and awards, what do we got for Danny Dimes? That was actually not bad considering we're in a running scheme. That's not bad. 20th best offense, 22nd best defense. 4,300 yards, 31 touchdowns, 10 receptions. That's actually not bad. That is not a bad year from Daniel Jones. I'm surprised. I'm still going to get rid of him. 14 TDs, 4.7 per carry, 1,200 yards. Barkley had a great year with the team. I wanted him to get way more carries than that, but it's fine. Daniel Jones had 1 rushing touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 1,100 yards, 5 TDs. Kenny Galladay, 9 TDs, 1,000 yards. Evan Ingram, 9 TDs. Nice job. There's Slayton, 7 TDs, and Barkley, 1 TD. Where Sterling Shepard, 1 reception, 12 yards, and 0 touchdowns. Even for being a 4th string receiver, like, he should get way more reps than this. Interesting. Defensively, Xavier McKinney, 110 tackles for loss, 17 for Leonard Williams, sacks, 7.5 for Leonard Williams, 6 for Dexter Lawrence, interceptions, 4 for Jabril Peppers. Safeties on the team is going to be 0. Defensive touchdowns is 0. So anyways, guys, apart from that, I'm still going to replace Danny Dimes just because I don't think he's the long-term answer. So it's time to move into the offseason. And the Cowboys beat the Steelers in the Super Bowl as Zeke wins MVP. And there are no awards here for the New York Giants. Looking into the roster here to see if there is any development upgrades offensively. Barkley does not get upgraded. Daniel Jones does not get upgraded. Kenny Galladay and Tony didn't get upgraded either. I'm planning on trading Sterling Shepard. Nobody on the offense got upgraded. Defensively, Aziz has star dev, and Xavier McKinney is the only person that gets a dev up, even though Jabril Peppers had a way better season than him. So let's get to the re-sign players to see if we have anyone to re-sign here. I think we should be all right. Just the cap room. I feel like it's Sterling Shepard, Blake Martinez, and who else is taking up the cap room? I'd have to look. I trade away Nate Solder, so I don't necessarily know, but Patrick McKinney, no. Lorenzo Carter. Everyone else here is just a no. Mike Glennon, what a meme. Anyways, 2021 retirements. We are going to the NFC East, correct? Nope, nobody is retiring in the NFC East. I just did a Washington Commanders rebuild yesterday, now that I think about it. So let's get to free agency. And here we are after free agency. I got Patrick Ricard, and that's kind of it, because if you look at my cap room, I have virtually nothing because this team is so good at managing money. I negotiated for Corey Bojorquez, but he just never signed because I guess he just hated my deal. That's fine. Anyways, it's time to move to the draft. Hopefully, we're going to get a replacement QB. Okay, our first round pick, Dan Bolton, 86 throw power indicates he probably is like a 68 overall, but the hidden development is what matters for me. Out of Michigan, 5 quarterbacks left within the first 6 picks. So it was really unfortunate for me. This is what I hate about the scouting thing. It's like you have a top QB on the board. He's like a top 10 prospect. And the only thing that's valuable that you show me is throw accuracy deep as an A and a break sack as a C. I don't care what his carrying is. Like, how are you going to be a top 10 prospect? And then the team's like, no, we don't know anything about his throw accuracy mid. We don't know anything about his throw power. We don't know anything about his throw accuracy at all. Other than his deep accuracy, we don't know anything about how he reacts under pressure. We don't know anything about his awareness. It's so stupid. It's just really stupid scouting update in my opinion. But yeah, we get back-to-back picks. And back-to-back picks, now we get a left guard. Morgan Jefferson, hidden development, 92 strength, indicates a high overall, 6'3", 332 pounds out of Oklahoma. Good to solidify this offensive line. And we're picking up an offensive tackle, Chance Caver. Hidden development, 84 strength, indicates he's low overall, but 6'5", 336 pounds out of Washington. He's going to play on my right side of the line. And this is the overlook of the team after the draft. I moved Jefferson into the not left guard, center position. He went from like a 71 overall to a 68 overall without the boost. Caver is now a 69 overall. Nice, along with this other offensive line. So this offensive line is being solidified. Will Hernandez isn't bad. Maybe you still need a left guard here. Bolton is a 70 overall, which is a lot higher than I thought it would be. I thought it would be like an 86 overall, wearing number 11. Danny Dimes going to go. Sterling Shepard's going to go. I'm going to start Tony. Yeah, that's what I like. Gray was my 3rd round pick. He doesn't seem to be too bad either. Jabril Peppers, Logan Ryan. Yeah, we don't seem to be doing too bad, actually. That one office season just changed everything. Danny Dimes is in the final year of his contract. I need to find him a new home. That's going to be, a division rival? That would be a storyline, but they don't have the cap room to hold him. Okay, Danny Dimes, Sterling Shepard, and Blake Martinez. All of those garbage contracts are off my team. Danny Dimes didn't really have a garbage contract. He was just in his contract year. Tre'Davious Ward, I only picked him up just because the Steelers didn't barely have enough cap room to take these guys. This was the only team that had the cap room to take these guys. So I got a 2nd round pick from the Steelers, and I got Tre'Davious Ward. So it's a win in my eyes just because I wanted to get those contracts off my team. So Darius Slayton has the highest ceiling of anyone else here. Kadarius Toney will continue to play in the slot, and that is where he's going to be. Jimenez, seriously, Julian Love is going to be my... I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Julian Love is going to play there. Also, I want Dexter Lawrence over Williams. Defensively, I like all this. Jalen Smith should be my sub-middle linebacker. Is he playing an edge right now? He probably is. Crowder, is he there? Let's do Crowder and just see how he works. You know what? I'm going to do that. Officially make the switch for Julian Love, wherever he is. There he is. Strong safety. Let's move him into middle linebacker, see how he can possibly perform here this year. I don't know if he will, but he's the best option we have, sadly. That is a very sad thing to say, but that is what we're going to have to rock with. So Julian Love, 76 overall, best middle linebacker that we have, unfortunately. Chardavius Ward is not even bad depth. Holmes, let's start there. How big is Logan Ryan's contract? I know Adoree Jackson's is massive, but how big is Adoree Jackson? How big is Logan Ryan's, dude? I can't really tell. 12 million to be a fifth string? Oh, God. I don't even think any team can take his cap hit. But let's try this again. I don't think any team can take this cap hit. Can any team possibly want it? If not, I'll just cut him and take the penalty because I'll say 4 million in general. Yeah, it looks like no team can possibly take that. So, Logan Ryan, you are up and out of here. How does it feel to be off the team? Yeah, I don't want you here anymore. I just saved $4 million by cutting him, and Robinson isn't even that bad of a defensive back in depth. Offensively, please stop rearranging my chart the way I had it. Game, it's very frustrating. Got everything I want. I know this is a long way to start this. Just need everything the way I want it. So that way everything works out in my preference. So anyways, guys, apart from that, that was a very long time of sorting. It is now time to move to the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are 4-3. Very highly contested division. Thank God. I'm so glad to see that the Cowboys are at the bottom of the division. Coming off a win to the Commanders is huge that we get this win here against the Jags to possibly take this division. Barkley, I do want back on this team, obviously. Up this money. It was our first round pick number 2. Of course, we need him back. James Bradbury, I don't think he's going to last. I think he's going to drop to an 81 overall. He's good, but his overall just regression system in this game is very poor. So let's spread this out for Dexter Lawrence here up this. We have so much more money now that all those garbage contracts are out of my face. So, Darius Slayton is re-signed. Julian Love, how cheap are you? You're just as cheap as Jalen Smith, but I already paid Jalen Smith. And your hair is very wiggly. All right. I don't know. It depends how you perform this year. Everyone else here is a no. So apart from that, I'm going to see if we can beat the Jaguars here to take the division. It would be huge. They're 2-5. Still not going to underestimate them. We need to take this division here. It is huge. And we do 24-21 as we take the division at 5-3. And we're going to lose it here to the Green Bay Packers. I'm sure we're going to lose it here. It just always happens. And we did lose, and we dropped to number 2. Unfortunate. Anyways, let's move to the playoffs. And here we are in the playoffs, coming off a loss to the Cowboys. As the Cowboys missed the playoffs, please tell me they missed the playoffs at 8-9. Thank you, simulation. Oh my gosh, we stole the 4th seed. This is what I hate about the playoffs. The Rams are an 82 overall team. We're an 83 overall team. So by overall wise, we're better, but they're 11-6 and we're 10-7. But yet we get the home field advantage. We just had a shitty division. It's just not fair. And that should be changed in the rules. But let's see the stats and awards. See how our rookie QB did. A lot better than Daniel Jones. Significantly better. I like him a lot better. 11th best offense, 21st best defense makes no sense. 4,400 yards, 32 TDs, and 11 interceptions. Barkley, 16 TDs, 5.5 per carry, 1,500 yards. Great season for Barkley. That should be superstar depth. 5.5 per carry is not easy to come by. 1,100 yards, 4 TDs for Toney. He's like our deep downfield threat, and then we capitalize with Evan Ingram in the end zone, who had 91 receptions, 1,000 yards. Good contract for him. Darius Slayton seems to be putting up consistent numbers. Kenny Golladay had a very big down year, and we're paying him $21 million a year, Kenny Golladay. Defensively, Julian Love, 137 tackles. That deserves a re-sign. Tackles for a loss, 17 for Leonard Williams. Sacks, 7 for O'Shane Jimenez. 6 for Dexter Lawrence. Interceptions, 4 for Xavier McKinning. Safeties, 1 for James Bradbury. Defensive touchdowns, 1 for Adoree Jackson. I'm going to re-sign Julian Love. He had a very good year. He should get star dev. Anyways, let's move into the divisional round. If we can beat the Rams here, that'd be sick. I don't think we can. Is Matthew Stafford still on the team? Hey, we do. Wow. 27-17. Let's see if we can beat the 12-5 Bears with Justin Fields, as Justin Fields is very good in simulation. I don't think he's good in real life, though. We get shut out 28-0. Wow. Anyways, let's move to the offseason. And the Bears slapped us in the face, so Kansas City Chiefs gave us the nice pleasure of slapping them in the face as Frank Clark wins Super Bowl MVP. That's surprising. And it looks like, Dan Bolton wins Rookie of the Year, so that means he should have at least Superstar Dev. Let's go here. Let's go to roster. And let's see what Dan Bolton has. Superstar Dev. There it is, boys. So he is a 76 overall with +2 morale. Should be a lot higher than that. But progression history, yep, he did get the Superstar Dev for Offensive Rookie of the Year. He was originally a Star Dev. Barkley, you can cry about it all you want in the comments. I'm giving you Superstar Dev. You don't put up 16 touchdowns and 1,500 yards in a season and 5.5 average. The average is what matters. 5.5 per carry in the NFL is ridiculous, dude. That is very good. He gets Superstar. Slayton's been consistent, but he doesn't deserve a dev up. Jefferson has Star and Caver has Star as well. They're both the same overalls, but it looks like Jefferson capitalized a little bit better. Evan Ingram stays the same overall. A commenter told me that a tight end can go from normal dev to star dev and go from superstar dev to X Factor, but they cannot go from star dev to superstar. You have to force it. He says it's a glitch, if that makes any sense. So you can progress from normal to star, but you can't go from star to superstar. You have to forcefully go to star to superstar, and then you can get to X Factor with your tight end. That's apparently how it works. Wish I knew that earlier. Julian Love gets star dev, so I will have to re-sign him. I'll be cool with that. And yeah, defense is actually looking pretty good. O'Shea Zimenez did not get a dev up with his year. He only had 7 sacks, so it's not really the biggest thing. So actually that was a very, very good year for the team, especially offensively. We finally started to explode on the ground and in the air, really. I don't know if I want Kenny Golladay. If he had like superstar dev, I would probably keep him, but he's not putting up good numbers for us. And he's just taking up $21 million in cap. He's like one of the highest paid. Looks like our third string running back retires, by the way. He's one of the highest paid receivers in the league, and we're paying him 20. Like, he's just not producing numbers. James Bradbury only regressed 1 overall, but I just don't want him on the team. Julian Love, I do want back, of course. I know he's going to want a money boost because we didn't pay him earlier, so let's give him that money boost. And he resigns. That's good. We have our new middle linebacker, Joshua Dobbs. Not going to resign. So $65 million to spend in free agency instead of $10 million like last year. Let's move into it. Okay, and this is the team after free agency. We got Scary Terry on the team, boys. And for those guys saying, oh, you have so many receivers, that was just so unnecessary to sign Scary Terry. I'm getting rid of why am I blanking this so hard this episode? You know who I'm talking about. I am talking about Kenny Golladay. My goodness, I am so stupid sometimes. Kenny Golladay, the reason for that being is for those guys saying, oh, you should keep him. He's regressing, number one, so he will not make it to an 85 overall, and he's getting paid $21 million a year. While Scary Terry, on the other hand, I only paid him $15 million a year over 5 years. So, not over 5 years, but $15 million a year for 5 years. He's a 96 overall with X Factor, and he will continue to progress instead of regress. Roquan Smith. I know I just signed Julian Love and Jalen Smith, but Julian Love is going to move to right outside linebacker. Fletcher Cox on a super cheap deal. We needed to up that run defense. Nate Davis, he's going to move to left guard, and he's going to solidify our offensive line officially. And Corey Bojorquez actually signs with us this year on a very bad deal, but good for us. So anyways, let's move to the draft. And in the first round, we're picking up Jermaine Connor, normal dev, 6'6", 318 pounds out of Georgia. 95 strength indicates he has a high overall, though. So this may have not been a bad pick. I picked him at pick number 26. We didn't have a high pick. So he's going to be on the offensive line with Fletcher Cox, and we should have a better run defense this year. And in the second round, middle linebacker, he's going to be complimentary and sitting behind Roquan Smith. And we're going to have depth at the middle linebacker position. Hidden dev, 89 speed, 6'1", 236 pounds out of Florida State. Looks very good. I saw the A catching and B play rec. Pursuit not very good, but I also saw the power moves. He looks very good. I'm very glad we got him. We also have back-to-back picks here, which I didn't even know about. Oh yeah, it was from the Steelers. So this is the team after the offseason. Oh my goodness, what an improvement. What an improvement for this team. Galladay is going to have to go. For those of you guys saying, like, oh, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Like, he has not been good for us since we've started this rebuild, which 1,000 yards, 9 TDs is not bad. Like, this isn't bad, but for $21 million a year, are you on crack? No. No. And then look at Scary Terry's deal. Look what I gave him compared to an 81 overall. 18, 19, 20, 21, 23. So his deal is backloaded, but notice for the first 2 years, he's getting paid less. And then he's getting paid the same amount in the 2025 and 2026. He's getting paid around the same amount. That 2027, he's finally getting paid more. But he's a 97 overall, and he's going to be a 99 overall soon. So I don't see any other way to do this. I don't think any team, even if any team will take him, I feel like it would just be straight unrealistic to trade him. At this point in his career, I feel like why would the Giants ever want him back? So I'm going to save $12 million and cut him. I'll take the $6 million penalty. And yeah, that works for me. And we're looking pretty good. I like the team. I like what we have here. Gotta generate best lineup so that way it registers that he is off the team. Kenny Galladay. And yeah, we should be pretty good. Patrick Ricard can play tight end. Interesting. Defensively, Ford is only a 72 overall, but that's fine. We have quite the depth, by the way. So let's move Julian Love to right outside linebacker. And I think that'll just work better for the team overall, as Julian Love actually played very good his first season there. We didn't necessarily need to replace him, but I did it anyways. Jalen Smith. The second round pick, Ford, is not that bad. Ford is going to play rush right end, apparently, and Love is going to rotate reps. Fletcher Cox, I want over Leonard. Leonard Williams apparently is better. Ajari is here. Why are they all three playing at defensive end? I want Dexter Lawrence on my rush left end instead of Ajari. That's very irritating. Connors is 79 overall. I was right. He was a great pick in the first round. He just didn't get a development, which is just unfortunate. Just very unfortunate. Reese was my third round pick, I believe. Not that bad. Or Reed, whatever it was. No, Reese. Yeah, again, very solid team. Very solid team. We should perform. We should easily get in the playoffs, in my opinion. So let's move into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as the Commanders are 5-1, top the division. Cowboys are 5-2. We are 3-4. Eagles are 0-6. Coming off a win to the Dolphins. Yeah, we're going to need a big win here to maybe secure the division. I don't know if we're going to make the playoffs if we're 3-4 and the other teams are on a hot streak. Look how much cap room we have. We have $99 million. I'm so glad I do what I do to get rid of this cap. Cap is like my biggest pet peeve. Whenever you overpay a player, I just don't like it. Leonard Williams, I know he was 29 years old. He's probably going to go regress, but he's still going to be good overall for this team because we only have one more season after this. Adoree Jackson's contract is now much cheaper because it used to be like $15 million a year. Now I'm only paying him like $9 million. Andrew Thomas is our left tackle of the future. Only $9 million for 5 years. Over 5 years. Well, $9 million every year for 5 years. There you go. Graham, no. Holmes, yes. You've actually been pretty solid. Ooh, that's a cheap deal. Ooh, I like that a lot. And he resigns. Everyone else here. Ooh, Aaron. Oh my gosh, I hate this game. I hate this game. I did not want Aaron Rodgers on my team at all. This is so infuriating. Get off of my team. Get off of my team. This is so irritating. Don't sign players unless I sign them. Like, I want to sign the players. Stop auto-signing players that replace my current players. I understand that Rodgers is better, but this type of rebuild is... And Tom Brady's here in free agency too. Makes no sense. Tom Brady retired. I'm supposed to take him out of the game. I understand he's retired, but EA won't update the rosters. I was about to say the F word, but EA doesn't update the rosters, so that way you're compelled to buy Madden 23 to get a $60 roster update each and every year. So, Fitzmagic, you're going to be my second string QB for the rest of the season, so that way CPU doesn't auto-sign players. So infuriating, dude. And we were 3-4 with Rodgers. That makes no sense. Let's move to the playoffs. And here we are in the playoffs, not making the playoffs, finishing at 8-9 as the Cowboys and Commanders beat us to it. It's kind of Weird to stop calling them the football team of the Redskins. Coming off a win to the Niners, unfortunate season. I think it's because of Rodgers. He was the problem for me. Obviously, we're not going to have a good season because he only played half the season. But for a half the season, for what was that, 9 games? 8 games. 31 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. How? It doesn't matter if he played half the season. What a ridiculous season. What? 6th best offense in the NFL and top 5 passer rating, by the way. 6th best offense, 22nd. What is up with the defense, dude? Like, so good. Barkley, 9 TDs, 4.4 per carry, 1,200 yards. Tony, 1,200 yards, 10 TDs. He's stepping up more. Scary Terry, 8 TDs, 1,000 yards. Evan Ingram, exactly 1,000 yards again, like last season. Exactly 10 touchdowns again. He had 91 receptions, though, last season. Barkley, 10 TDs. Doing better than Slayton, honestly. Very good offense. Roquan, 136 tackles. Peppers, 110. Xavier McKinney, 101. Jordan Love, 99. Tackles for a loss, 14 for Fletcher Cox. 14 for Dexter Lawrence. Sacks, 12 for Leonard Williams. 11 for Fletcher Cox. And Ford, the rookie middle linebacker, that's a second string, gets 7. Interesting. 4 interceptions for Roquan Smith. Safeties, 1 for Fletcher Cox. Defensive touchdowns is 0. So it looks like the defense is the problem. I'm going to change that scheme off camera, so let's just move to the offseason. And the Chiefs beat the Rams in the Super Bowl. Okay, and Ford, the rookie middle linebacker, gets Defensive Player of the Year. So that should be at least superstar dev. Let's look into the roster, see what we have with him. And it looks like Bolton's superstar, obvious. Tony has superstar. That's amazing to see. And it looks like offensive line obviously is going to stay the same. Julian Love now has superstar dev. Aziz now has superstar dev. Ford should have superstar. I don't care what anyone says. If you win Defensive Rookie of the Year and you don't get a dev up, because he originally came with at least star because he only had hidden dev. Yep, he didn't get a development upgrade. That means I'm going to give him superstar. Cry about it in the comments if you want. It makes total sense. If you win Defensive Rookie of the Year, why would you not get a dev up? He already came with star dev. So give him superstar. Makes total sense. Let's go to defense here. Looks like Fletcher Cox stays the same. I'm surprised Leonard Williams didn't get a dev up, but I'll keep him there. Xavier McKinney got X Factor. Wow. Very good for him. Just very interesting, this team, dude. I don't understand how that defense is that bad. Let's simulate to this next week. I'm going to change to the Buccaneers defense because I'm currently on the Rams defense. I don't know if it's just because you need to be in a 3-4, but it automatically rotates players to rush defensive end. So I don't know what the problem is, really. Very frustrating. Don't need a kicker. Don't need all these guys. It's fine. So let's go to the 2023 retirements here. Let's go to NFC East. Nope, nothing there. And now let's move to manage roster and move to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Defense, maybe that will help us because defense is not working out necessarily. I was on the Rams defense. Should I try a different defense? Tampa Bay is usually decent, but I'll keep it like this for now. Keep that Tampa Bay defense. And we should be pretty good. $55 million to spend in free agency. Let's go do that. So this is the team after free agency. Got Stephon Gilmore, Younghoe Koo, Marcus Peters, and James Bradbury back, all on deals. I feel like DBs may be the problem with their defense, with their passing defense. It says passing defense ranked number 26. I don't know how to ever improve that. Like, we have such good safeties and we're not even bad with our DBs. It's just, the game's bad. Anyways, let's move to the draft. My first round pick is going to be a receiver because we really need nothing else. Devontae Binns, hidden dev, 6'5", 229 pounds, 89 speed, but he does have pretty good catching and pretty good release. So not that bad of a pick in my opinion. Now this is the team after the draft. Binns is a 75 overall, very good pick. And yeah, it looks like the CPU picked up this guy, Kerry Heron. Okay, that's cool. We already have our offensive line, so it doesn't really matter because I didn't draft that guy. How is Bolton still 79 overall? Dude's had great years. That makes no sense. The defense is amazing. If this defense doesn't perform, like, the game's just rigged in general, dude. This is such an amazing defense. I don't know how this wouldn't perform. Like an 88 overall team all across the board. We should be in the playoffs at least. Let's make it to the playoffs because we don't need to re-sign anyone at the midseason mark. And here we are in the playoffs coming off a loss to the Bengals, and that loss probably prevents us from getting the number 1 seed as we are the number 1-2, not the number 1-2 seed, but we kind of get smacked around by the Bengals, losing by 3 whole possessions, taking the division over the Cowboys. Wow. What a season. I'm actually surprised. I thought EA was going to scam us, but we actually got the rightful, I blank so hard on this episode. We actually got the rightful spot that we deserve with this record at 12-5. Who is the Buccaneers' new QB? I would like to know. That would be very, very important to me because they don't have Tom Brady anymore. Not my team. I wanted to look at who is the new QB for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers NFL rosters. Sorry if I blank every single episode. That's just how it is sometimes. Buccaneers. Let's see what we got. Ethan. Oh my gosh, this is the guy that I passed on. So there's another guy in the draft. Whenever I drafted at pick number 7, Ethan Brooks was ranked above my guy. Bolton. He was ranked above Bolton. 87 overall with morale. Oh my gosh. He looks pretty good. So he's an 83 overall without the morale. Did I choose the right one? I mean, I got Superstar Dev with my Rookie of the Year. So, I mean, we're both an 83 overall. I just didn't really get much of a year last year because of Aaron Rodgers. Bolton didn't. So let's see these stats and awards here. And, oh my gosh. Yeah, I have the much better QB. I can immediately say that. Bolton, second for MVP. Zeke wins MVP. So upsetting. Almost 5,100 yards. 7th best offense. What's that defense looking like? Makes no sense, dude. Please, someone tell me how to fix this defensive problem. What is the playbook for defense? I want to shoot myself every time I have to make a God squad defense, and it puts up these terrible numbers. Dan Bolton is the future. Almost 5,100 yards, a yard shy, 44 TDs, 9 interceptions. Barkley, 8 TDs, 4.1 per carry, 1,000 yards. Similar carries last season, like he's slowly trending down, kind of like how he is in real life. 1,200 yards, 14 TDs for Slayton. What a breakout year for him. Scary Terry, 7 TDs, 1,000 yards, very consistent. Evan Ingram, 1,000 yards, 5 TDs, very consistent. Tony, 8 TDs, almost 900 yards. Barkley, very good through the air, another 10 TDs. Doing very, very good. Wow, Barkley's pretty good in the air and on the ground. I guess he's more effective. Either way, Roquan, 149 tackles. Gilmore, 102 tackles for a loss. 19 for Leonard Williams. Sacks, never got... I don't think we even got 8 sacks for a single player. Wait, yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Last season, we had Leonard Williams and Fletcher Cox. Leonard Williams had 12. Fletcher Cox had 11. Fletcher Cox only had 6 this season. Not a lot of pressure, though. Roquan Smith, 4 interceptions, safety, 0 defensive touchdowns is 0. How does this defense, I improved everything on this defense, and we got the second worst defense in the NFL. Makes no sense. Let's see if we can beat the Buccaneers. We should. They're a 90 overall team, so I wouldn't be too upset if we lost them. We actually, oh my God, we raped them, dude. 45-14. We beat the Rams once before. Let's see if we can do it again. We're the way better team. We're 9 whole overalls higher. Screw this game, dude. They're an 82 overall team, and we had an MVP QB. We're an 82 overall team. Our offense only scored 14 points. Our defense allowing 26 is surprising considering we're ranked 31st. But our offense, oh my God, dude, I'm gonna shoot myself. This is so irritating. Why do I play this game whenever it does this? I don't want to play the game whenever I have a 90 overall squad, as the Cowboys, of course, when the Super Bowl beat the living daylights out of the Jaguars. And Zeke wins league MVP. Dak Prescott wins Super Bowl MVP. Zeke wins Offensive Player of the Year. And that's just so irritating, dude. I'm so upset all the time with this game. I should have X Factor with my QB. Dan Bolton gets X Factor. Darius Slayton gets Superstar. Tony already had Superstar. And Binns has only star. Offensive line has looked great. Defensively, Aziz has Superstar X Factor now. Adoree Jackson now has... What's up with this little thing? I don't know what's up with this. Yeah, Leonard Williams, doesn't matter. Adoree Jackson has Superstar. How does this defense get 31st? And then how does our offense only put up 14 points against the Rams? They have an 82 overall team. We had a 91 overall team in the playoffs. So irritating. I'm so upset. Anyways, guys, apart from that, I thank you guys all for watching the video. I'm sure you're pissed off as I am. But apart from that, guys, I'll see you guys all in the next one.